I need people to help me fund this idea. Right. Now, what do I want to do? I want to make the public schools interesting. Give or take, every public school, I'll start with Abuja. A lot of public schools in Abuja, I will be moving some corpers to those schools. It's a win-win for all of us. I will employ corpers, right? I will employ corpers, really sharp corpers, corpers with ideas to start teaching in a lot of public schools.
Okay, so VDM has finally created an NGO. I made a video exactly about this thing that I think the route that he will go will be the charity route in order to fix issues in Nigeria. I was spot on as usual. I'm going off point. What I'm trying to focus on is that the route he has chosen, he's trying to fix Nigeria through the schooling route. I made a video about this whole how to fix Nigeria, what we need to do. And I kind of explained the route we need to take in order to fix Nigeria. First of all, big props to him. The fact that he's even doing anything at all to try and fix is better than pretty much everybody inside and outside Nigeria. The first thing I want you to focus on is, why are we doing what the government is meant to be doing? Simple answer. They don't, how will I say this? They don't care about us. They don't give a fuck. So the fact that we're in a position where we have to fix what they are failing at should show you that we don't have leverage. So the way to get leverage is, there are two ways. It's either financial or mental. For example, if you ask somebody, why don't you participate in like things that are like protest or things that will push your country forward, they will say the same thing. I have a family to feed and I have rent to pay. So it's like the responsibilities that they have to focus on those. So the fact that the Govy, they know that we are always going to focus on those and never focus on them, it kind of shows the fact that we don't have leg, or we don't have the ground to stand on to make demands. So the route that he's choosing is the mental. I just explained financial. The mental is awareness and information. The more information you have, the more leverage you have, because you are making informed decisions. So he's trying to fix Nigeria through the education route. Obviously, the kids, they need to be prioritized 100% schooling, but I made another video explaining the same concept. Education in the future will not be physical. Education is going to the online route. It's going to the dispatching of information. In the future, teachers will not really be valued as much as people who create educational content, be it books, documentaries, videos online. And the solution that he posed was, he's going to hire NYC corpers to go to schools and teach, but it doesn't really create a domino effect that will lead to, from one problem solving another, if you prioritize education. Essentially, by amassing this amount of money, what he's creating is a constant need for donation. You get what I'm saying? I don't know if it's intentional or it's just or it's a mistake. That's not for me to decide. But what is being created is a constant need for funding. There wouldn't be a system created that takes care of itself, or that at some point won't need external funding. So the problems that we need to be solving are problems that give us leverage, that give us power, so that one day we can make demands. We can ask, this is what we want you to do, go and do it. And if they don't, we have the leverage, enough leverage to say, oh, okay, we're going to take something away. The one thing we have is our labor. The only thing that we can do that actually works is I don't want to say it on this app, they always push a video down, STRIKING. That's the one power we have. So there are two routes I mentioned before, which is the mental, which is information, and the physical, the tangible, which is financial. So if going the mental route, obviously we need to improve the awareness of Nigerians, that's obvious. But focusing on that, the focus shouldn't be on education. It's even better to focus on news, or like the information being given to the people. These days, most people don't learn the things that are useful to their life from school. They learn it from reading books independently, from their own research, from documentaries, from watching videos online. Like, I've learned more from watching Sheikh Kuti, Pan-African videos, reading biographies, than ever learning from school. Even watching Dr. Stone is more useful to me than going to school. Not this in school. I might not really know the things that I am overlooking, but focusing on school doesn't lead us to a slope of fixing the problems in Nigeria. It would be better if we focus more on news, or creating a platform where Africans can or Nigerians can give each other information without hindrance, thereby increasing the amount of information that we get or that we can share to each other. But what I'm trying to say is, if we didn't focus on that, but we focus on the financial, because as I said before, the one thing that we can do is STRIKING that actually causes change. So if we ever get to the point where we can STRIKE easily, we can easily make I don't want to say demands. We can say the things we want or need and expect them to do it because we have the power to request those things. So him focusing on education, it doesn't really give us the leverage that we need to solve future problems that will eventually come. That's the main reason why we don't really have any power to demand. What I'm trying to say is, what if we focused on the financial? What if the priority that we're focusing on was we need to get as much leverage to the people as possible? Even VDM himself is a source of leverage. People these days, when they get in trouble online or when they are being scammed, they post a video or they call on him. He is a source of leverage to Nigerians. We need stronger sources of leverage. And the three most important sources are money, housing, and food. So the things I think he should be focusing on are banking, which is money. We are slaves to money. Housing, no matter what, people always prioritize their housing over any movement or any STRIKE. People always prioritize their homes. Food, we need to support distributors of food. That's why when people were talking about we need to reduce fuel, that's still food. People need things transported to them. And the thing that we need to prioritize first, that will get us to the point where we can pretty much influence the govy into doing these things for us, is housing. It will always be housing. That's the one place that we are meant to focus, and we're meant to always focus on it from the beginning. That will give people the leverage to be able to make demands down the line. But for now, always be begging, which will never change. If you agree with what I'm saying, repost this video. If you disagree, comment. I'd rather be wrong today once than be wrong forever in my head, you know? Yeah, tag VDM in this video. Hopefully he sees it. Let's talk.
It's time for us to start doing things if the government will not do it for us. So please help me fund this project. And if you do so, may God bless you.